The way, red carpet premiere used to bring the Batboat, the Batcopter, the Batmobile right here to Congress. Also one of the widest streets in the U.S. at one time. And the Batboat was actually built in Austin before it was the Batboat. May I also say, my good friends, another movie there, and I think we got kids on board, The Best Little Chicken House in Texas, all right? You feel me on that one? That movie was red carpet premiered right here, but it actually was inspired from 60 miles away, a little town known as La Granja, Texas. If you speak in the Spanish, you would know that La Granja is the name of the ZZ Top major hit that they got from that movie known as La Grange. You must have been round in that Texas town. That's right. The drummer for ZZ Top, living in Austin, Texas, Frank Beard, the only guy in the band without a beard. Now, let's talk about this beautiful capital. Did all y'all know that capital is bigger than the U.S. Capitol? Did you know that? It is. It is bigger. Do you know why it's bigger? Because everything's bigger in Texas. That's what I'm talking about. I tell you what, some people know the traditions we have here. And by the way, that beautiful capital is covered in pink granite brought from 40 miles away, known as Marble Falls, Texas. We got that pink granite for free, and that is because the limestone underneath was rusty and dingy looking. It has iron ore. Don't think of that facelift as being anything to do with the pink granite. They're giving it a little bit of a facelift here, but I'll tell you what, this beautiful capital right here is bigger than the U.S. Capitol because of a loophole. In fact, the real reason it's bigger, we'll let these people go. Go ahead, friends. Yeah, all right. They call that the death wave. When you wave somebody through and there's a car coming fast, be careful with that, all right? Anyway, my good friends, right here, straight ahead, this is actually bigger than you know. It's got 4 floors underground, known as a basement. We don't do basements in Texas. We're actually built on a bedrock. So this basement cost the taxpayers $75 million. And may I also say, covered in pink granite we got for free from 40 miles away, known as Marble Falls, Texas. It looks much better than the limestone that's underneath. Left-hand side, let's give them a quack and away, everybody. 1, 2, 3, hit them. As soon as you say the word free, you got my attention right there. We got some free Bible classes, and right behind them is the original grounds known as the temporary Capitol. Here's the thing. The temporary Capitol burned down, so they built a second one, which then eventually burned down. So they built a third one. This time they got smart. They sold it to UT as a law school, but then unfortunately on the night of finals it burned down. So we got smart. We moved across the street, built a brand new Capitol, and then half of that burned down. So apparently that's a thing here for capitals. Anyway, this beautiful building right here has been refurbished, redone, and it now has an amazing 4 floors underground known as the basement, the only basement in Texas, in fact. We're going to turn left here, and we're going to do something together. First of all, we're going to quack at one of our gang members right here. It looks as though they've been on the duck before. Let's give them a quack and a wave on the right-hand side. Ready? 1, 2, 3, hit him! You're one of us, brother. You're one of us. That's right. Quack it away to these gang members. Ready? 1, 2, 3, hit them! Don't let the smiles fool you. They're responsible for about 20% of the crime, all right? Do not mess with that group. Right-hand side, if you want to stand up, here's your chance. What's up? How are you doing? Quack, quack, quack. I love it. Don't talk back. Well, there's all ways to get around town. You can rent bicycles just like these folks right here, or you can stand up and get your pictures taken and do your selfies a favor while I fill you full of more useless information. This thing right here actually has a lawn that's 2.2 acres big. The 2.2 acres are smaller than the Capitol in Washington, which is 3.2 acres. But why are we bigger? The statue on top, 16 feet tall. She makes us 14 feet taller than the U.S. Capitol. Can we have a quack and away for these two lovebirds right here making me sick? Ready? 1, 2, 3, hit them! You two behave. It's a family show. Come on, young lovers, I'll tell you. Now, my good friends, they do have a tour in there, 3 hours long. I just told you everything they tell you. I'm not saying that she's long-winded and boring, but it is my ex-wife, so I think I know her, all right? Left-hand side, take a look. The beautiful mansion on a hilltop, the governor's mansion. A guy by the name of Rick Perry, not so lucky back in the day. He actually had somebody so mad at him, he threw a Molotov cocktail through the front door. That's a bomb, kids. Scorch the place up. If you were here 15 years ago, there would be yellow police tape everywhere, and this thing would look like a burnt marshmallow. But luckily for us, Rick Perry and his hair and his wife and the furniture were not in the building. They were actually out because they were going to refurbish it all by themselves. The left-hand side, lights, those are actually profiling cameras. You better duck if you have any priors, because they're running your picture right now through FBI Secret Service. All right, too late, sir. All right. Anyway, all I can tell you is they have made 3 apprehensions. Unfortunately, those weren't arsonists. Those were actually child support payments. All right, let's make a left here. Do the right thing, fellas. Take a look. I tell you, any man that can wear a suit on a day like today is more of a man than I am, but maybe it's worth it when you're getting married. Let's give him a quack and a wave. Ready? 1, 2, 3, hit him. Congratulations, compadre. All right. Hey, somebody on here said don't do it. It's too late. Oh, sorry. That's what we do when we greet each other. Yes, to actually prove the point, I am related to them, but I'm working right now, all right? This is the beautiful courthouse. My parents were also married in this building many years ago, and then 15 years after that, my father was actually acquitted in the same building, so kind of a special place for us. I'm kidding, y'all. He's still in prison. All right, here on the right-hand side, a great place to come on over. If you like to play chess on Saturdays, they play chess right on that big old floor right there. That entire park was actually filled with trash, basura. That thing was actually a landfill. But the good people got together with Mr. Woolridge. They cleaned it out. And then the first speech off that stage was a guy by the name of Booker T. Washington. Lots and lots of civil rights cases here. By the way, in that courthouse back there, a guy by the name of Heman Marion Sweet hired a lawyer by the name of Thurgood Marshall. You may remember him. Got him into UT Law School as the very first African-American. Right-hand side, take a look. The Bremont block. Pardon my French, kids, but the Bremont brothers were from France. We've been under 6 different flags, and if you don't recognize these 2,000 square foot homes, you shouldn't, because it was so exclusive. The only way you could live in this neighborhood was to be Bremont by blood or by marriage. No way going through that neighborhood unless you were part of the family. And by the way, we've been under 6 different flags. Speaking of amusing, we've been under Spain, France, Mexico, the Republic of Texas, our own country, 1839. We've also been under the Confederacy, and now number 6, the good old USA. All right, folks, watch your right-hand side, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. I'll try to scrape on through here. This is the 6X Guadalupe, 2 double entendres. It is at the corner of 6th and Guadalupe. It will also be 66 stories large upon completion. And may I also say, 1 floor of the 66 stories is going to be a restaurant owned by none other than the brother of Elon Musk. Well, we know that Elon put the money up, but his brother Kimball is going to open up a vegan restaurant in this giant building here. Now, let me tell you, if you've never heard of Kimball, I can explain why. Kimball let it slip. He's hyping up the restaurant. It's a vegan restaurant. He wanted to release the menu, so he did. The 2 major dishes that he wants to release are brisket and ribs. Yeah. Vegan restaurant, Kimball Musk. All right, now you know who he is. All right, let's continue on. My good friends, 1 taco is never enough. You got to have 4 tacos from my favorite food truck right here on the right-hand side. And they also have great misters here. We got a little system here going, but this right here